What's good, YouTube? Vakasa Kavi here. So we have another one from the Angels for our second video today. Darren sent in another list. Everybody thank Darren. He is responsible for so many of the songs that we've done by the Angels on here, and it's been a hell of a journey with them. They're so diverse. They bend genres. They play every genre. Doc is a wild man when it comes to his stage presence and his essence on stage, the way he carries himself. He's very, very menacing, but also has a feeliness to him as well. When it comes to the more emotional kind of songs, he can really cover both ends of the spectrum very well when it comes to the way he carries himself on stage. If you guys are new here, go ahead and subscribe for me. We talk about mental health, addiction, world issues, everything in between. We break down all the lyrics. The lyric sheet for this one is, it says Spencer Neeson, R. Brewster Manning. So we have a joint effort on the lyrics for this song. I always love whenever they get together and have a joint effort like that. Their lyrics are very unique and diverse. They pick topics that are very situational and uncommon to talk about, and then they describe them in the most descriptive fashions. That's the kind of style their lyricism has, and they're also very socially aware and address real world issues as well. Love songs as well. You never know what you're going to get with them. So we're going to see what we get into with this one. Thank you again, Darren, for sending in another list. We'll have plenty of Angels to get into over the next week or two. Thanks to Darren sending that list in for us. So if you guys are going through anything in your lives, whether it's mental health or addiction, please, if you're comfortable with it, feel free to leave it down in the comments. If you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to, there's plenty of people on the channel with a lot of life experience that have overcome a lot of things, myself included. I'm a recovering alcoholic that just passed a year, so I know what it's like to be inside of a dark place and a hole in your life and to pull yourself out of it and make a better life for yourself. I know all about that, and there's plenty of other people on the channel that do. Please reach out if you feel like you need someone to talk to. We can give you some pointers in the right direction to help making your life better and where you can go and the actions you can take to encourage positive growth in your life. That's what it's all about on here. So we're going to get into this one. I'm Vakasa Kavi, a reaction video a day or two. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. This is the Angels Jump Back Baby Beyond Salvation live.
Let's rock and roll!
Go! Rock and roll, man! Like motorcycle music.
Young girl, hitchhiking on the highway.
Okay, we got some hitchhiking.
Cruising by, a perfect stranger, look my way.
Look at this lighting, man. The lighting is so deep.
I turn around, yes, I'm ready for the lost and found. What is this? All you wanna do is play.
Hey!
Young girl living down the road.
Get it!
Boy skipping on the road. When somebody said come back home, you say no, no, no. Jump back, baby, away.
Oh, they're such an epic band, man. You guys know it already. They are so epic. This is an epic song right here. The vibe of it, it's so perfectly put together. The transitions in it, the way they're ascending, and the pauses inside of the vocals as well to match up with the accents of the drums and the guitar. Doc is following it very well. Like I said, everybody wrote this one, so it makes sense. You can hear all the different pieces of the words being put together based on instruments as they all worked on it together. I like that about that. That's one of my favorite things. Whenever they come together and they really work on it, you can tell that there's different instrumentalists involved in the lyric process, because the vocal spacing itself and the cadences theirself are very much adhered to specific instances that occur in the instrumentation. You guys know what I mean. It's really cool that they write their lyrics like that when they all get together on a single track, right? I said, young girl hitchhiking on the highway, cruising by, a perfect stranger looked my way. She flagged me down, I turned around, yes, I'm ready for the lost and found. Man, said, yes, I'm ready for the lost and found. Holy crap, man. Fucking hitchhiking, man. That's dangerous. Even back in the day when it was even still more safe, right, to hitchhike, like I would say 60s or 70s ish. It's crazy. The idea of trying to do that now is like you're wild if you really go through with that, because there's some crazy people out in the world now. Not that there haven't always been, but it is worse now in that situation, hitchhiking. But yeah, hitchhiking is a dangerous thing, man. That's what this is about. They're writing about picking up a hitchhiker right now. So, what is this? All you want to do is play young girl, leave your doll alone. There's no more skipping on the rope. Somebody say, come back home. You say, no, 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 jump back, baby. Yep. That's the part where he offers them the advice and says, maybe you should just go home. You know? Maybe you shouldn't be out here. Right? Wow. Leave your doll alone. There's no more skipping on the rope. He said, you're about to have to learn how to grow up really quick if you're going to go through with this. He's the person that's brilliant. I like it. I like the way they approach this. They're telling the story of the person that's picking this young girl that's a hitchhiker up, giving her the advice to please go back home. You're lucky it was me. Right? And that is the best thing that you could do if you were in that situation, is be glad that it was you that picked that person up and give them that damn advice. Even if they don't take it, at least you tried, man. You have to try in that situation at least, because it's dangerous out there on the road, especially for someone that's young, like a young lady, right? Especially like just coming into adulthood, if they end up on the road and shit, that can be really fucking dangerous for them. And I'm glad that they wrote it from that perspective of giving that advice. It's very respectable. I like that.
Come back home and say no, no, no. Jump back, baby, oh, oh, oh. Jump back, baby, oh, oh. Jump back, baby, oh, jump back. Jump back, baby, stay in the shop. In your face, some map of destiny.
Wow.
Too hot to handle, too cold to
Wow.
hold. Could it be you're trying to save my soul?
Hold on.
When time starts to show, you tell me that it's time to go. Look at you, you're at the edge. You say no, no, no. Jump back, baby, oh,
Like I said, their descriptors and scenarios are special, man. It hits you hard the way they describe it. It's like universally described almost, right? They pick very deep terminology and word placement that really hits hard emotionally for the situations that they're discussing. He said, state of shock, what you doing to me? In your face saw a map of my destiny. He's saying it's like, he's like, the best way to describe it would be like, this is such a random instance occurring. And it's like an angel's sitting in front of him almost. And he wants to like, he was giving that advice in the beginning. And he's like, there's like this essence of feeling there now. Because he's like, shit, I don't want anything bad to happen to this person, you know? But then, too hot to handle, too cold to hold. He's saying, well, you're obviously out here because you're troubled, right? And it's kind of cold. Too hot to handle, like an angel, right? He's like, Jesus Christ, man. It's like he fell into my lap right beside me in my car, essentially. Could it be you're trying to save my soul? When it's time to start the show, you tell me that it's time to go. Look at you. You're at the edge. You say, no, 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 jump back, baby. That could be a reference to a few things, right? And I think the way I take it is, could it be you're trying to save my soul? When it's time to start the show, now there's like connection going on. They're probably getting to know each other. Other things could have happened in between everything going on, right? That's how it is on the road. That's how it is for these kind of situations, right? The movies are not completely inaccurate when it comes to how they represent these kind of situations. They're pretty close to accurate in a lot of those instances of the way that those things go. So just imagine those scenarios, right? So could it be you're trying to save my soul when it's time to start the show? Almost saying like, I don't even know if I want to like just take you and leave you off somewhere. Like, maybe I could just like have you stay with me and be safe. Like, take you in. Essentially, that's the feeling that I kind of get from the way their descriptors that they're using in this. That's what I take from it, is almost like, you could be a blessing, right? You're trying to save my soul. That is a heavy consideration inside of this situation. The world works in strange ways. The universe presents random opportunities that are sometimes drastically life altering. Like, you never know how you're gonna meet the next person that's gonna like change your life forever. You never know how it's gonna, like, this situation right here, you know what I mean? Boy, this is awesome. This gets you thinking, right? Like, what would I do in this scenario? How would I feel emotionally? And I think the answer for a lot of people is it would be hard not to like become attached to the safety of the person that got into your car, the girl that got into your car, right? And then there's like a feeling that starts to happen there, right? And that could spark into anything at the end of the day. A wild adventure that you weren't expecting to go on. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different directions that this scenario could go in. Some of them very bad, right? Some of them very bad, depending on who you've picked up. And if someone might be after them or things like that, right? These are all things that have to be considered in this situation. Like, oh my God, the layers. This is why we love the Angels. There's fucking layers to, when you break it down and really consider the situations, there's so many layers emotionally and thoughts to consider when it comes to the scenarios. I love this song. This is awesome right here. Was a dope solo. I like how spacey it was, and I like that they turned the stage into like a cosmic explosion kind of a scenario for that vibe that solo had. Very awesome on the lighting there. Impressive on the lighting. We had all kinds of stuff going on in the solo itself. Like I said, I like that spaciness. Back to the deep red. And that's how it ends, eh? Said young girl hitchhiking on the highway, cruising by, a perfect stranger looked my way. State of shock, one more shot. Is this a second encounter? So the first one, I think this might be a second encounter right here. All I'm asking for is what you got. What is this? Why are you trying to run away? Jump back, baby. So it could be a second encounter, or this could be the ending of the initial encounter where he's like, stay, you know? It's like, be safe. Let's be safe together. I'll be here for you. It's okay. Out she goes, right? Yeah, typically how that scenario goes. Unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, can't rescue everybody that's out there on the road. It's a wicked place. It's a wicked way to live, man. It's a hell of a dangerous way to live. To anybody that's ever lived that life and survived it and just lives regular or whatever now, right? Kudos to you for making it out and surviving all those adventures and shit, man. It's a dangerous time out there. A lot of shit can happen. I love the topic of this song. I love how he really describes the emotional aspect of it, the thoughts and the feelings that happen inside of this situation. Like I said, this is deep as hell. Fucking, it makes me think of that show, The End of the Fucking World. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. Kind of reminds me of like that show, right? Fucking awesome right here. I love this song. The vibe of it is awesome. The musicality of it, very upbeat and just classic rock and roll kind of vibe. Like I said, I like that you can hear everybody's writing technique inside of the way the lyrics are placed and where everything sits in the lyrics. You can tell that the whole band was involved in the writing process of that. It has many aspects of the instrumentation inside of the cadence itself. Very, very awesome song here. One of my favorites from them so far. Yes, sir. That's how you do it right there. A proper performance, right? This is a fantastic fucking performance right here. I really enjoyed it a whole lot. I like the topic of the song. It's a interesting topic to dive into and discuss. The emotional aspects of that, you know, the different scenarios that go into it, all the craziness that can happen in between picking them up and dropping them off. Even the part where you might try to convince them to stay with you because you're, I don't know, you're emotionally distraught in a way in that situation, I guess. You feel like you wanna give them more than being out there, right? If you are capable of that, like if you're a single person and you don't have any attachments or anything, I feel like you will want to try to give that person a better life than ending up in your car randomly. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the best way to say it. Like, yeah, it's an unfortunate circumstance to be in. A lot of the time, they're out there for reasons that aren't having fun or adventuring. Some people are into that and just adventure like that, which is whatever, fine, it's dangerous, but do your thing. Stay protected and be able to defend yourself. You guys know the gist, right? That's what you have to do if you're gonna live that life and decide to do that and travel that way. Just make sure you can protect yourself and be smart, be aware of your surroundings and everything, you know? Head on a swivel. You guys know the rules when it comes to that stuff. But, like I said, most of the time, it's not for that purpose, and they're out there for something that's not the best reason. And that kind of makes you want to step in and offer them that helping hand. And unfortunately, in most instances as well, they'll reject it and continue on after you leave them off. And that's what happened here, right? He wanted to rescue, but and considered the feelings. Never meant to be the map of my destiny. It wasn't there, friend. Sorry. Right? Oh, man, this was an awesome one. I fucking enjoyed this one. Thank you, Darren. The original video will be in the description. As always, subscribe to the Angels. Support all the artists we have on the channel. It's what we do this for. Get the music out into the world. Relate it to our lives. This was a cool topic to dive into. Like I said, end of the fucking world. You guys need to go watch that show if you've never seen it before. You need to go watch that show. This song just made me think of it because of the wild adventure aspect of hitchhiking and everything like that. It made me think of this show. It's not exactly about hitchhiking, you'll find out, but I think you guys would thoroughly enjoy that show if you've never seen it, so check it out. Once again, it's called End of the Fucking World. Check that show out. It's awesome. Very awesome show. If you guys are going through anything, like I always say on here, if you're comfortable with it, leave it in the comments. Leave it in the live chat during the premieres. We'll provide some advice for you if you're going through something that you need some help and need some advice for. We can point you in the right directions to start putting yourself back together and getting back on your feet properly, growing in your life, and implementing techniques to handle things that you might be struggling with better, whether it's addiction or mental health. We've all been through things on here and pulled ourselves out, so don't hesitate to reach out and ask for some advice if you don't have anyone to talk to. That's what it's all about on here, is supporting each other and encouraging the growth of each other and raising the positive vibrations of the planet itself by pushing love and positivity out into the community each and every day. The more and more this grows, the more and more of that we can spread, and you guys have been incredible at helping with the growth of the channel and helping to ensure that we have songs that allow us to talk about the things that we enjoy talking about on here. You guys really hold it down. And like I said, you know what songs to request to get the best topic discussion and relatability out of these videos. I really appreciate you guys requesting all of these songs. They're very amazing, and the topics we get to discuss inside of these lyrics are so important to life and to the things going on in the world. So I appreciate the fuck out of you guys. We're gonna get out of here. I'm Vakasa Kabi. A reaction video a day or two. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me, comment those suggestions, subscribe up this way, bang the notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Have a beautiful one. Thank you for everything. Peace.